Hey guys, Sam here. Today I'll be showing you my deck profile for Performapal. Just a little disclaimer, this is not a competitive build, it's just a fun, slightly trolly deck. First of all, we have free Blaze Donkey, Friend Donkey. Come on, look at his eyes. Okay, it's supposed to be a kid's game, look at his eyes. He looks high as anything. Friend Donkey's good, he lets you special summon a monster. He's also your recycler as well, so you can get it back from the grave. Secondly, 2 Whip Snake. He's mainly your main troll of the deck. Changing your opponent's attack and defense around can really mess up a lot of people. Then we have 2 Thunder Rhino. Thunder Rhino is basically your Necro Gardener of the deck. 2 Bow Hopper. Quick damage, quick burn damage, and he's also a recycler as well, just like Friend Donkey. You can tribute a monster and get one of your monsters back. 1 Elf Hammer, because it's fun knocking back your opponent's back row and watching them not be able to do anything. And for XE builds, 1 Stamptasm. Now for the Pendulum monsters, I run 2 Partanaga. Partanaga is good when you special summon him or normal summon him, using his effect to get 300 extra attack for each Performapal monster you have and put onto one monster can be a lot of damage to deal with, and watching that just mow over your opponent is very fun indeed. We also have a Muffler Lion. Muffler Lion's good when you have a Pendulum monster that attacks, allows it to attack again with an extra 200 attack. And 1 Draw Lizard. Basically what his name says, Lizard Draw, sorry. Basically what his name says is he lets you draw. Every time a monster dies, every time one of your monsters dies, you get to draw a card for each Performapal monster you have. Comes in handy. Then we have 2 Pendulum Dragon. Pendulum Dragon's good. He lets you search your deck for a Pendulum monster with 1,500 attack or less, and as you can probably guess, comes along with these. Him with Partanaga is also very good. Watching him become extremely powerful, mowing into your opponent and dealing double damage is very troublesome for your opponent to deal with. We then have 2 Stargazer Magician and 2 Timegazer Magician. Both of them let you stall against your opponent from spells and traps, especially with Pendulum Dragon. It can come in very handy, and it lets you obviously pendulum summon a bunch of monsters, so you can have a field advantage of, well, a lot. For spells, I run 2 Illusion Balloons. This spell I feel is very underrated. Basically when a monster dies, you get to excavate 5 cards on top of your deck and special summon 1 Performapal monster from that. It's a very defensive card, just like this deck is actually a very defensive deck. Along with that we have 2 MST, for obvious reasons. Dark Hole, again. Hippo Carnival is basically the scapegoat of the Performapals. A double summon, in case you don't get into that Friend Donkey first turn. Then a Potion of the Old Man. Depending on how your game's going, if it's going badly, you gain life. If it's going good, you deal damage to your opponent. It works very well in this and can change a lot of things with the deck. And then Master Change Second, allowing you to have Dark Claw or Koga in this deck can be very fun to do. Then for traps, 2 Performapal Call, probably my favourite trap in this deck. When your opponent attacks, you get to search for 2 Performapal monsters whose defense equals less than or equal to your opponent's monster's attack. This lets you get 2 monsters that you want, and it stops the attack as well, so it's extremely good. 2 Command Performance. This card does suit me well, especially against Yusenjus. When they attack, you just stop their attack. You put them into defense, there's nothing they can do. So it's a very interesting card to have, and can do a hell of a lot as well. This deck is very defensively built. Basically get around your opponent, stop your opponent, stall your opponent. Again, it's not a competitive build. If you were to play this competitively, you won't do too good, but you won't do too bad either, to be honest. Then 2 last minute cancels, basically keeps your monsters alive and stops you from taking damage. Basically when your opponent's monster attacks, you put one of your monsters into defense, and when it dies, it comes back to your hand. Puts all your monsters in defense, sorry. When one of them dies, or all of them die, they all come to your hand rather than the graveyard. Then have a Powerful Rebirth, getting a level 4 out in case you're in trouble sort of thing. It's an alright card. I haven't really got to use this yet in a game, but it's there. 1 Mirror Force, for obvious reasons. Magic Cylinder, and compels. Now I'm not going to go through the extra deck because you can pretty much run anything with this, whether it's a rank 4 or rank 3. So yeah, that's my build. If you enjoyed this deck profile of mine, please subscribe because I will be doing more of this and box openings and things like that as well. I have a Infernoid deck in the making at the moment, which I'm going to be testing out Friday. Friday's our locals. If it goes well, I'll do a deck profile for that as well. So thanks for watching and goodbye.
Smoke weed every day.